the lockdown began, it seemed like a temporary interruption. The pandemic would pass and things would get back to normal. After the setback, there would be recovery, as with an illness. Some months on, we know different. We still talk about getting back to normal, but we know it will be a new normal. But what that means isn't clear. When there is a cure or a vaccine for the virus, then there will be stability. But until then, not. There may never be a vaccine or a cure. After all, there isn't one for the common cold, which is a coronavirus, nor indeed for HIV. Still, let's assume for now that there will be a VV Day, Victory Virus, maybe in late 2021. Until then, things will be in transition. There will be social distancing, masks, fear of strangers, and no large gatherings. We can hope that the disease will come under control in a month or two. Test, track and trace should work. Some cities or towns may need to be shut down. In the developing world, it may be uglier, and we can hope that that is not the case. So recovery must come. There are repairs to be done. There are vulnerable people to be cared for. There are rents to be collected. But this recovery will be against a backdrop of change and uncertainty. Stability is at least 2 years off. The economic consequences of the pandemic will be with us for a decade or more. And we have climate change. In retrospect, this whole episode may turn out to have been a useful wake-up call for that. On the bright side, although the pandemic has indeed been a setback, it has also been the catalyst for positive change. If you're a restaurant or a travel company, clearly it's been a disaster. There's no getting away from that. For some care homes, the pandemic has been a massive human tragedy and an avoidable one too. But for social landlords, there have been some positives at least. Of course, there are the immediate intense challenges, but we've seen that flexible working has operated better than most expected. We've seen that Zoom meetings are great for board meetings. Some even say they're better than the old style gathering around a table. More generally, we've probably got a better understanding of what customers want and the importance of customer experience. We probably realise too that frontline staff generally know best. We've discovered that collaboration, sharing and joint working work better for everybody. So the successful social landlord 5 years from now will look very different. Governance, management, customer relationships, partnerships, and operating models all changed utterly. So too the relationship with frontline staff and the homes, neighbourhoods and communities that people will expect and demand. Of course, optimism is important, but it must be balanced by realism. Poverty, hunger and unemployment are set to increase, while public funds will be limited. Some communities will be hit very hard. Funding and property markets will be uncertain. Who knows what Brexit will bring? The journey to recovery and future success will be an arduous pilgrim's progress rather than a stroll in the park. At Campbell Tickell, our ambition is to be your trusted companions on that journey, there to support and challenge, and also to learn and share with you.